Yo, what's up? Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Labor Day weekend. Yeah, Labor Day. Beautiful day off today. Let me know if this is going on in your town. This is what's going on in my town right now. Pull up to your favorite restaurant. Try to go inside to eat. There's a sign on the door that says, sorry, the lobby's closed. Drive-through open only. Because we can't find anybody to work. My whole city is being devoured up, chewed up, and spit out with these freaking signs on the door. Hey, some restaurants are just completely closed. Like today I saw a sign on a window that said closed for 10 days as we regroup and try to build our staff. Closed for 10 days, man. It's because nobody wants to work. Have you ever seen anything like this? Did you ever think the fallout from COVID would be people not wanting to go back to work? Like, how are people surviving? Like, I gotta make money, man. I gotta drive awesome freaking cars. I gotta have a gorgeous house. I gotta have badass threads. I gotta have badass shoes. I gotta have money. Like, I'm so motivated and I've got so much ambition. I wake up so freaking hungry to succeed. I could never in a million years say to myself, well, the government's going to give me $600. So, hey, I quit. No way, man. $600 is what I'm hearing they're making here in Alabama off the government. 600, what is it? $600 a month or something? I don't know. I mean, I'm just guessing. This is what I've heard. I heard they put a stop to it and people still don't want to go to work though. That's the fallout, man, when you give away too much free money. Okay, you create a lazy society when you give away too much free money. All right, so let me move on to AMC, baby. How's everybody been? You guys excited for a new week? I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I didn't trade last week, and I pissed a lot of people off. Oh yeah, you know why? Look, all you got to do is say AMC's not going to $100,000. You're gonna piss a lot of people off by saying that. I'm gonna explain why AMC's not going to 100 G's. Then all you got to do is just tell people you're day trading AMC, swing trading AMC, and they freak out on you. Next week I will be day trading and swing trading because I get eager to gain some free shares, and I lost 50 the previous week because I made a shitty trade, but I'm hoping I gain that back this week. I'm hoping we see the 50, man. I was off on my prediction. I said I wanted to see 50 last week, but a lot of things, just freaking for no reason, clobbered the hell out of AMC, came out of nowhere. A lot of people didn't understand that analysis that came out that downgraded the hell out of AMC theaters, but that had a huge effect. It's psychological, guys. Okay, psychological. Nobody wants to see $50,000, $60,000 more than I do per share AMC, but I want you guys to understand you have to have buyers at that number. Okay, just be level-headed for a second. Stop believing that fairy tale or that fantasy that everybody's feeding you, or that you're hearing with certain YouTubers, because it's BS. Just think for a second. If AMC becomes $50,000 a share, you need a buyer at $50,000 for one share. Who's gonna pay $50,000 for one? If it goes to 50 G's. Let's trickle it down a little bit. Here's what's up, man. Supply and demand creates set price. When there is no longer a supply for AMC because of the short squeeze, and the demand is absolutely obnoxious, you create a set price. And this is how we get into absurd numbers, okay? This is how you might get into the 5,000. This is how you could get into 6,000 a share. I firmly believe going up to $10,000 per share, you may have buyers still. Realize this, man. Somebody has to pay $5,000 per share to continue to build that onward pressure, that pressure up, that buying pressure, okay? As she's squeezing. Now, you also have to assume that all the stars are going to align, right? All the stars are going to align. You remember what happened with Webull, Robinhood? Remember all these freaking retail brokers that just shut down? They stopped the freaking buying. They let everybody sell GME. but they would not let you buy. Is that going to happen again? That's another thing that we all got to think about, and we got to put it on the table. That's why I really want to see a big gamma squeeze soon to see exactly what Robinhood does. How is Robinhood going to react to a gamma squeeze that could take this thing up to $150? What do they do? The other thing we have to worry about is the market in general will always halt. The market, when you see these massive directional moves up or down, the market triggers a halt. And it's going to trigger a halt for one big reason, because it wants you to regroup. That's the reason, guys. The market halts because it wants you to say, okay, hey, calm down, dude. Okay, see how you're selling everything right now? Calm down. We're going to give you a minute or two to think about it. We're going to open back up. Okay? Play your strategy right once we open. That's it. Or buying. It's the same thing. They want you to regroup and rethink of what you're doing. All right? Instead of people getting caught up in that hype, and you're not thinking about what you're doing, and you're making a mistake going up or down. So you have to take that into consideration. It gives people time to regroup. When the market opens back up, it's usually high in one direction or low in one direction because the buying power or the selling pressure comes back on full force. Okay. So anyhow, I'm not trying to scare anybody away. I'm not trying to piss anybody off. I'm just putting it in your head that I firmly believe a 1,000 to 1,500 is so freaking reasonable. I believe this is going to happen in different processes, okay? You're going to have covered, it's going to relax. You're going to see covering, it's going to relax. And it's going to happen because nobody is going to pay an absurd amount of money for AMC stock. Nobody's going to pay over $10,000 a share. Nobody. All right? And there's going to be a ton of people selling, okay? Ton of freaking people taking profit. Because, guys, this does only happen once in a lifetime. This may not ever happen again. And it's only because we got these fools cornered. We called them out. This is ground level. You know what I'm saying? This is ground zero. This has never happened before. We've never cornered such a massive company with such massive amounts of shorts, with synthetic shorts. This has never happened, man. So we really don't know how it's going to play out. Nobody freaking knows what that final number is going to be. Nobody even knows, is it going to go into 2022? Is this going to play into 2023? Nobody freaking knows. All right? So always think about, what could happen in the next couple months. What could trigger a gamma squeeze? From the gamma squeeze, what's going to trigger the actual short squeeze, man? And hey, take profit or build your share base all along the way. All right? I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that. Message me, man. Message me on Instagram. Message me on Facebook. I'm on Twitter a little bit. But I have a very simple process to which I day trade and I swing trade. And I earn shares, usually bi-weekly, but every month I do earn more shares, all right? That way I'm not missing out. That way I don't say at the end of this thing that no matter what happened, at least I gained something, If we have the mother of all squeezes, then I get exactly what I wanted. If we don't, then I still gained something. I wasn't in this for no reason, all right? All right, guys. To the fella that asked me how many grams of protein I eat per day. Right now, I take in 300 grams of protein. I weigh 220 pounds. The 300 grams of protein comes in the form of white breast chicken. It could be white turkey. It could be fish. Very little red meat. I'm not a red meat eater. I'm getting older, so I relax on red meat. It's usually just white meat, chicken or turkey, or fish. Those are my three main sources. Eggs would be my fourth source. I do not take in any protein powders. At this point in my life, it's a waste of freaking money. I maintain my size and my strength with food alone. I'm on a very low carbohydrate diet. My fats are 100 grams. My carbohydrates sometimes go all the way down to 0 for 3 to 4 days. I then may carb load for 3 or 4 days by no more than 100 grams of carbs. So my first day of carb loading could be 50, then I go to 75, then I go to 100, and I'll stop at 100 because you don't need a lot of carbohydrates. Even to push a lot of heavy weight in the gym, I don't need a lot of carbohydrates, okay? I need protein and fat. That's my main muscle building source. All right, everybody. Till tomorrow. Doing a video tomorrow. Doge Warrior out. Y'all have an awesome freaking holiday. Be safe. Shaboom. Peace.